Get ready with me to do a segment on NBC News. Hi everyone, I'm Nina Davalori and welcome to the Complexion Diaries. I am a former Miss America filmmaker and activist, and I love sharing all of my advice, tips, tricks along the way, as well as all the beauty and makeup things I've learned in the past 10 plus years since my time as Miss America and beyond. So today we are going, oh, also God blessed me with this nice little pimple the past few days, which is great. But today I am going on the NBC News Now show, and I thought it would be fun to do a little get ready with me because I haven't done one in a minute. And also it's spring. I feel like makeup kind of changes. Well, it's actually well into spring. It's May, so it is definitely springtime going into summer. And I feel like we all just kind of do our makeup differently depending on the season. And it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so that is what the segment is on. So of course, in speaking about beauty and beauty standards, I kind of just want to do a really natural sort of look. And unfortunately, I have been struggling with acne and just a lot of hyperpigmentation in my 30s, which I'm gonna tell you all about my acne journey for a while. It started like, honestly, also, I've been loving the Fenty Beauty new foundation. This is shade 360 and Soft Lit, and like, whew, I love it. Like, it really does feel so natural on the skin. One pump of just a light dusting. I like calling it a little dusting because, again, I'm just trying to get a little bit of coverage, but I want my skin to look like skin. And in the past 2 years, maybe we'll do a little more for the forehead. Also, this shade, if you have not watched how to get your perfect foundation shade video, it's a short video that I put up, and honestly, it works every single time. Trust me when I say I have tried so many different ways of getting the perfect foundation. And have you ever like been in Sephora? Okay, this is probably 2 pumps now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also using like a powder puff today, like one of these sponges, and these tend to like take off a lot of the product. So I'm gonna go with like 2 pumps and call it a day. But yeah, have you ever been in Sephora and like you think that it's a perfect match, and then you go home and like you feel like it looks completely different? And it does, because your foundation looks different in different types of light. So you need to like be testing it in different types of light before committing to a $40-some bottle, right? Like, you better know that you're gonna love it. Yes, you can get samples. If you didn't know that, you can get like samples and say like, hey, you think you like a shade in store, can I just get like a little sample of it? You can go home and try it. But I think for me, I'm like, then I have to like remember to order it, and am I gonna order it, or I either have to go back, and that just seems like an extra step, an extra hassle. So yeah, I'm gonna link my little video and you should watch it because I was very proud to do it, even though no one asked for it. But I was like, you know what, this is good information because I have tried the hard way too many times, and I came up with this little system because we gotta share, no gatekeeping, and I think it has worked really well for me. So you can see that like this covers some of the hyperpigmentation. I also did do like a little bit of that color corrector. This foundation is hydrating and long wear, which is what drew me to it, hydrating and long wear, because I am just not a fan of matte foundations because sometimes I feel like it just makes your skin look really dry, and I like having a little bit of dewiness because we all have a little bit of that dewiness in our skin. So see, I really just love this coverage because I feel like you still see a little bit of like a tiny bit of the hyperpigmentation, a little bit, and like the texture, but like I don't need it to be perfect. Like I kind of want those little imperfections. Like if you have freckles or something, if I put more of this on, it would definitely cover it, but kind of depending on what look you want to go for, I feel like just for today, it's important that it's not like a full face of makeup, and I just want to do like a nice job with my base and kind of keep everything else really natural and light, and make sure my skin is still coming through in the natural way, because we are talking about mental health and beauty standards, and this is always like the double-edged sword, right? Because I'm going on national TV and I want to look a certain way, to be taken seriously, because that is the world we are in. Like, that is the first impression, is how you present yourself, whether we like it or not. And there's a certain sort of expectation of when you are speaking and commenting and are an expert in your field, that you have this presence and image. And I understand that, but I also understand that what I'm saying has to match what I'm doing. And so that's kind of always the fine line that I toe. Also, when you're doing a natural face, your eyebrows and base are the most important, and that is what I spend the most amount of time on, because this no makeup look is actually much harder to master than a full face of makeup. I feel like no makeup is actually the way makeup is supposed to be used, truly. There's just a little more of an art and blending to it, and we've turned it into like full faces of paint, which, I mean, believe me, I also love a full face, don't get me wrong, but I think like truly no makeup is like how makeup was like originally meant to be used. So today's segment is also tied into the Miss USA resigning, and just also the mental health in beauty pageants and the behind the scenes things, which I feel like I've started sharing a little bit about, but you know, as I've said in the past, like it's taken me almost 8 to 10 years to like really feel comfortable about all of the like truth of like what really went on behind the scenes, because there's this thing in pageant world where you have to be grateful and gracious because you've won this title that a million girls would love to have. And it's true, like you are grateful and you are gracious because you've worked your entire life for this. But as with anything, there's negative with all the positive too. Like there is a balance, and we only tend to, majority of the time, talk about the good, not necessarily the bad that we should at least be forewarned about. I think that's the biggest thing, is that no one has talked about it. No one openly talks about sort of that negative side of being a title holder or being in pageant world, because you are so fearful of coming off as ungrateful. And that's kind of like the messaging around it too. It's what the sort of the organization says, the people around you say, like, you don't want to be complaining that you won Miss America. Like I never wanted to seem ungrateful, and that fear is very real, because I wasn't ungrateful. But there are just things that just take a toll on you throughout that year. And a lot of that is the pressure and the idea of, I think, maintaining a certain image or a certain look of what Miss America is, of what you feel like you are expected to be and how you're expected to behave, the expectations around what that is, how people can treat you, is a lot. There's a lot that people think that they can say to you, that how they can handle you. And then, you know, there's just a lot of dynamics that go on behind the scenes. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of that today, which I'm a little nervous and scared about. I started sharing this in my one-person show that I did this past month. I did it earlier in May, which I think I'm gonna start like actually posting it on YouTube, because I feel like it's just the only way I know how to share my story in one cohesive way. It's like an hour and 20-minute show, but I think I'm gonna break it up in sections. So if you are interested and you think that that's something you wanna see, like, can you comment and let me know? Because a part of me is like, who's gonna sit and watch a 1 hour, 20-minute thing? But obviously I had so many people come out for the show and tell me how much they loved it and they wanted me to do it again. And honestly, I loved it and I'm so proud of it and I want to share it with the world. So a part of me is like, you know what, maybe I should just put it up here and see how the world receives it, because I just can't do justice talking about the entire journey in one video, and the way that I wrote the show and constructed the show and really just put my heart and soul into this show, I feel is kind of the best way to be able to really communicate all of the feelings that happened before, during, and after, as well as how I handled it. And I didn't handle it so positively all the time. My phone is blowing up. I don't have time for this. My phone, not YouTube. I have time for YouTube. I don't have time for my phone blowing up right now. So yeah, anyways, let me know if you are intrigued to see that. The show was called Pretty Naked, and it was really my entire beauty journey. I need to put this on Do Not Disturb because I can't handle the dinging right now. It's called Pretty Naked, and it really just takes you through my journey of answering the question, do I feel pretty naked? And can I ever feel pretty naked? Like looking at yourself in the mirror as you are, like can we actually ever feel fully pretty naked? And the reason why I titled it that was for very personal reasons, because I remember there was a point in my life where I could no longer look at myself in a mirror at all. Like I just would avoid mirrors. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like it was too painful for me to like even look at myself because I felt like I was so far gone and I didn't maintain this image of who I was when I won Miss America and the body dysmorphia that I had. Like it was just so hard to maintain this image and pressure. And I remember coming to that point where I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna look at it anymore. So I'm just going to avoid this altogether because that seems like the best way to handle this, which it was not. Yeah, that is the full story behind, well, it's not the full story. It is the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, of why I wrote and created and performed that show. And also because I really wanted to sing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have worked so hard on singing, and one of my mentors said to me, you know, when words aren't enough, and I like to think that I'm very good with my words. Like I really do enjoy speaking and storytelling and like orating. Like I feel so comfortable in that world, but there's just times when words aren't enough. There's actually been several times, and that's where music comes in, is what she said to me. And I will never forget that because I remember feeling it so much, thinking, oh my gosh, like I know that feeling. It's one thing to like share, you know, what happened to you in a moment, but like when you are able to sing, to put that into a song and music, it creates a whole different feeling and experience that everyone can really participate in, I think, together, which is why I just love musicals and theater and live theater and singing so much, because I feel like you like collectively experience something really special together. I really need to get a move on over here. I'm gonna do my mascara off camera, but I am using the Lancome Big Monsieur Big Lashes. Everyone always asks me what mascara I use, and this is the one. And my little trick is that I do it like underneath, like I swoop under the top and get the top part of the lashes, and I think that's what really helps give me a lift. And I also don't have to curl my lashes because we always do the bottom, but no one ever does the top. And it's getting really messy right now, so let me fix this and then come back. Okay, I am pretty much done here. Do a little setting spray. I'm gonna get dressed, my car's coming to pick me up, and I'm gonna get my lips on there, so I will take you with me. Hi, really? I am good. I'm en route, and I just wanted a quick chat before getting into the studio. I mean, I feel good. I feel like it's just feel how it goes and share what I can share. Being escorted through security. It's so quiet right now. I just got to the green room. Our segment is in like 10-15 minutes. So I am pretty much just chilling, preparing. Not that I feel like I have to prepare a lot because so much of this is what I talk about every single day, mental health and beauty standards. So I'm excited. I'm going on with Miss USA, Erin Brady. She was actually the same year, we had overlap between 2013 and 2014. So I'm gonna meet her, and I'm excited. Yay! Okay, we're done. The segment was so wonderful. It always goes by so quickly. There's so much more that we have to share. And also just like seeing the differences and experiences that we've had in pageant world is so interesting. I feel like we could have talked forever. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm so happy that it's being highlighted, and I'll insert the segment if I can find it. Hopefully I can. But yeah, that's it. Did you watch it? It went by so fast. Yeah. So I felt good. I was like trying so hard to like there was like, when she was talking at the end, I'm like, is there time to squeeze this in? Is there time to squeeze it in? Like, I just couldn't. So that was, it just wasn't meant to be. All right, take care. I stopped at Butcher's Daughter to get a sandwich because I have not eaten in a minute. I just got back from Butcher's Daughter and I wanted to add a little protein. So it's all vegan. Actually, no, I guess I could have added an egg. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I, for some reason, was thinking it was vegan. Anyway, I really wanted an egg on my little sandwich. So I'm frying up a little egg right now, but they have the best like vegan bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich ever. Like, I love it. No, it's bacon, lettuce, avocado, tomato sandwich, and it is so good. So I was like walking by it and I was like, oh, that sounds so good right now, especially because I feel like sometimes on days like this I don't get a chance to eat in the way that I would like to, and I have a new nutritionist that I'm working with who I am obsessed with, like truly obsessed with. She's been changing my life, and I'm getting like better at finding ways to incorporate all of the things I need to into a meal and set myself up for success, which is a whole process. But anyways, I got my little egg situation, the sandwich set up. This is like the Adzuki bacon that they make. It's so good and crispy, which is really hard to do for vegan bacon. Oh, do you hear that crisp? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's been a while since I've had it. Yeah, so today was a good day. I'm about to meet Mina and we're gonna go to a comedy show together, which is gonna be really fun. Haven't hung out with her in like a couple weeks, so excited to see her, especially now with Kavish, who's my nephew. Like, that time gets a little more rare, so I'm gonna have a little quality catch-up time with her. And oh, before I forget, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Let's move into the light a little bit. This foundation is truly like probably my new favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was really feeling the Lancome. I love the Armani Hourglass. Like, there's a place for all of them, but Fenty, this match, this is shade 360. I showed you how to do my matching video. This match is like seamless, and like this finish is so beautiful. Like, it really is skin-like. There's no filter on here. I feel like it's hydrating. It looks dewy, but like fresh-faced. I've been wearing this all day. I picked up Butcher's Daughter, sat outside there. All in all, I was like outside for 45 minutes. And like, even though I kind of sweat in between those 45 minutes, this still looks flawless. Like, it really, really does. So this definitely passes my wear test if you are interested. If you want something hydrating, if you want something dewy, if you want something that is long wear, I think this is the one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and the shade match is just like perfection. Rihanna, I get it. I've bought into Fenty before, but like, this is my first time truly buying a foundation. So I'm very, very excited about this. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get on the Fenty foundation train. I have like their contour sticks and like blush, but this is my first foundation and I am obsessed. So what do we think? Okay, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Yeah, I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you had fun following this. Subscribe, like, do all the YouTube things so we can build the community I hope we can build here. Ask me some questions because I feel like I could do like a Q&A soon. I don't know. Let me know what you want to know and I will see you next time. Bye.